Okay, so here we have doing a test recording here of a really quick Guildy Valindris Tower run. I'm not bothering with the previous trash clearing because, I mean, really, who does that? Plus, there were a lot of embarrassing moments of me dying. A lot. In really dumb ways. Which tends to be a normal thing for me. Mostly because I do plan on doing PvP footage. I'm not much of a PvEer, but hey, guild dungeon runs are always fun, and who doesn't like their dailies? We actually wiped this first time, mostly because I'm a terrible person. That's my excuse. I really don't have a good reason, although I die really fairly early on. Oh, it's time for the stripe phase, and everybody loves the stripe phase. You know, I mean, stripes are so in this season. Now, I know most people don't get stripes with lightning bolts and giant claws of death and random ghosty ghouly things, but I mean stripes. There's just nothing to get around that. And so we dance the night away, and here you see me running with two lovely guildies, Vespera and Drew. We're working a few dungeons to get some gear for poor Drew. He's fairly new to the level of the 70. I miss Cordon of Arrows every time, so I might as well just never bother. I also keep getting hit by the spinny claw like an idiot. Look, Eric get hit. Luckily, Fox is cunning, man. It's a great ability. It can't save you every time from your own stupidity, though. See, that's the second time I got whacked in the face with it and got saved by Fox's cunning. See, eventually it actually kills me like a boss, because, I'm just totally a boss at this. I'm narrating because, I've done music before, and people were like, you should narrate it, so I decided to narrate it. Narration. Dun dun dun. I don't know why they said dun dun dun. Soul caskets! Let's go stab one. I mean, you're not really stabbing it, you just kind of fiddle with it and it explodes. That's a really badly designed soul casket. Who wants their soul stuck in one of those, honestly? Look, missing Cordon of Arrows, because I'm pro. And look at that! I just walked into it. That's excellent. Luckily, I was given such a lovely bit of help from these people who saved my life here. And then I can't remember. How did I die? Oh yeah, I just suddenly died. Something happens and I just BAM! Wrecked. So I joined Drew in the Death Club, and we had a nice conversation about the Death Club. Yeah, the server never showed up with the drinks, which made me very upset, I have to say. But that's okay. I'm just using Windows Movie Maker. I'm not doing anything fancy. Drew wanted to let me welcome me to the Death Club, and I had to inform him it was a nice club. And we watch as they do this, and they decided to burn on this phase, even though, the soul caskets, I mean, there were only 3 of them left, but we're still going to wipe because, it was 3v, it was 3 on the 5-man dungeon. Gets Valindra really low, though. And look at the explosions, and there's so many enemies! All the enemies are... And look at Mar. Mar's in his underwear. All barbarians should stay in their underwear. I mean, okay, he's a great weapon fighter, but he's a barbarian, let's be honest. And he's in his underwear. And, it's too bad Vesp isn't on her Cinderella character, because she just looks exactly like her. Honestly, I was very impressed. Even as a tiara, it's so beautiful. I decided that we actually wiped here because we wanted to make Val feel better about herself. That's just my new rule. And I didn't even put in a transition here, because this is test footage. And I'm really, really lazy right now. But as you can see, we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it okay this time. I'm still... Oh, yeah, oh, whoa. So we came up with a new plan, and that was Vesp was going to put on cat ears, and she did. And Mar was going to dance seductively while we DPS. And this plan ended up working out very well. Sorry for spoilers. So the dance and the cat ears, I think they were both required. I feel like this was a requirement for both of them, for it to work as well as it did, which it worked very well. And here I am standing in the bad stuff, It's a really terrible thing. I just should not be doing that. There's really not much to say when you think about it. There's not much, except I really hate Seismic Shot. It's like the best DPS ability I really have for a daily, you know, and I get daily so quick, but you miss it so often. So often. Ugh. Up, and it's Stripey Face! Stripey, Stripey, Stripey! Stripe this shit! Oh, please forgive the language. There's really no forgiveness for me. I shouldn't say stuff like that. Da 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 da. I have an Ion Stone. It should be obvious. Augment Companion. I don't like using normal ones in dungeons because, you know, they get zapped like this. And here I am, still running. I shift a lot because I've got that whole trapper thing. You gain, 10% movement speed for shifting. Hey, and this time I get yanked into a really big a hand of evil. And they save me really quick. Although the next time I get grabbed, it's like really close. I keep giving spoilers. It's look at that. I missed the Seismic Shot. Actually, it might have hit. I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell. And like 4 times, I'm gonna get hit by this. Like, I am terrible at dodging that giant claw in the face. I'm really bad at that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't even notice. I'm terrible. And I missed with the Cordon, or whatever the melee version of that is. I don't use it a lot. Up! Soul time! Soul caskets, explode! It sounds like some sort of heavy metal song. Soul casket, explode! I don't know where I was going with that, honestly. All of the stuff. Playing a Trapper, Hunter, Ranger, there's something you learn very early on. Your hand is gonna hurt. Like, really badly, because you're like playing the piano or something, you just keep rolling your fingers over those keys. Alright, and we're gonna... Da-da-da-da-da, and look at how angry Valindra is. She's just so rude at times. I mean, does anybody else think Valindra's rude? I think she's totally rude. Look, lots of soul caskets. And just as I break this, I get handed. And we watch my health tick, 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 tick. And it's so funny getting like that. Look at how low I go. I immediately drank a potion, now that it's a lot of health at this point in the game, But it helped, and I lived. I lived so close. It was so close. I can't remember. Did we get a second stripe phase on this? We do, I think. Oh yeah, we get a bunch of caskets, and at first I thought we were going for them, and then I'm like, oh wait, we're burning, and then like she went, laser lightning stripe mode, which broke all the caskets anyway, which is kind of funny. Have to dodge away from this jerk. New personal best for Drew here. He survived so long this time. He's very happy with himself. That's a pretty nice heal, 10,000. I mean, that's a decent sized heal. And look, there's the one right behind me. I mean, stripe phase is just kind of boring if you think about it. You're just like, you run in circles. Yeah, look at him, so happy with his personal score. I can't blame him, really. I mean, it's nice to, be able to say I survived for the longest time so far. I mean, it's pretty hard with the gear he had. He was playing Healing Paladin, and there's not much you can do about it when you get burst in the face. And now, of course, it's a burn phase, regardless of what she pulls out. So we just burn her. There's really not much to it, except beating the darn lady in the face. Nothing really special. Look at all those soul caskets. There's so many of them. Da 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 da. Shwoom! And she's dead! Congratulations! Well done, everyone! Good job. Cheers. Salute. Whatever. I don't know things. Well, this was test footage, just, seeing how it goes. So, goodbye, Valinder's Phylactery, and anybody who bothers to watch this.